What's going on, ladies and gents? That's right. We're coming to you live to bring you our Money in the Bank 2019 predictions. I'm here with my daughter Danielle, and we're going to be there live at the XL Center tomorrow in Hartford, Connecticut for Money in the Bank. We're excited to get to go to our first pay-per-view together. We've been to a few Raws and SmackDowns, but Danielle, you want to say hello to everybody?
Hi, sisters.
We're here to bring you our preview and predictions for tomorrow night's show. We're looking forward to the pay-per-view, not just because we're going in person, but there's actually quite a few good matches on the card. Hasn't, yet again, as we always say, been the best build for sure, but on paper, the 11 matches they are giving us could really be quite good. WrestleMania was a bit of a disappointment, obviously, and with this being the first pay-per-view, not just following WrestleMania, but the Superstars shakeup and the addition of the wild card rule, I feel like this could be a really good show. So hopefully, with the lackluster build, we get something that's entertaining. But I'm going to kick it off to Danielle, who's going to go ahead and read us through the matches, and we'll give you our predictions. So, Danielle, if you want to start us off here.
The first match is the kickoff match, and that's Daniel Bryan and Rowan versus the Usos.
Now, they added this match to the pre-show, and some people were upset with it, but I understand what they're doing. They want to make the pre-show seem a bit more valuable, and they're trying to make it look like less of a demotion here. So if you're on the pre-show, they want it to mean something, and you figure some people see it as, well, Daniel Bryan was, high up on the card at WrestleMania. Well, he's main eventing the pre-show, so you can look at it that way, but this is an odd matchup because of the wild card rule being in effect here. Obviously, the Usos are on Raw. Daniel Bryan, Eric Rowan are on SmackDown, and they were just crowned the champions, 2 weeks ago, I think it was. So, all in all, I think that Daniel Bryan and Eric Rowan are going to retain. Danny, who do you have here?
Like Dad said, the pre-shows to me, at least, are pretty boring, so this is definitely a way to hype it up. I'm not too much of a fan of Rowan, so I think I'm going to go with the Usos.
You're going to pick the Usos? Yeah, I don't blame you there. That's not a bad choice. I just don't know if they'll bring the Usos over to SmackDown. So, following that match, we also have the Cruiserweight Championship. We have Tony Nese and Arya Daivari facing off against each other. Tony Nese, again, just recently crowned champion. So, who do you think is going to win this one, Danny?
I don't really follow 205 Live, so I'm just going to go with, from what a couple videos that I've seen, I'm going to go with Tony Nese.
You think Tony Nese is going to take it? Not a bad bet at all. I'm going to say that he retains as well. Kind of seems, like he's had a short run, and I feel like there's going to be a lot of people retaining throughout the night. Next up, Danny, if you want to read the next match.
I think this is definitely going to be like one of my favorite matches. I'm not much of a fan of Shane McMahon now as I was before, so I personally want The Miz to win.
Yeah, I mean, these two are going to be finishing their feud here in a steel cage match. Obviously, Shane McMahon loves to jump off of cages, roofs, stages, whatever he can. Some people said that he's going to be doing the coast-to-coast, turnbuckle to turnbuckle off the top of the cage. If that's the case, that'll be crazy. But I really hope that the Miz wins here. As you had said, I want this feud to be over. And I also think that this is going to play into the next match as well. So we're both going to say the Miz here. Next match, we have Roman Reigns against Elias. Now, I'm convinced. You think what, Danny?
I think Roman Reigns. Again, I'm not a big fan of Elias. He's okay to me. Roman Reigns is definitely who I want to win.
Yeah, you're thinking Roman's going to win, but I'm going to go the other way. I think Elias is going to win here. And this is the one I kind of went back and forth on, but I think Shane's going to get involved in this match.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking too, so I'm not sure.
You're not sure? You're kind of split? I mean, it's hard to root against Roman Reigns. I mean, it's like, as I always say, rooting against the Harlem Globetrotters. It's difficult to not pick the company guy. But I think that Elias has a chance here, and they want to have Shane be the one that feuds with Roman going forward. So Elias gets the win, and Shane ends up getting involved, and that's who Roman faces at the Saudi show there. So, next match, Danny?
It's also a United States Championship match. It's Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio. I've never personally liked Samoa Joe and what he does on TV, really. I loved Rey Mysterio and still do, so I hope he comes out on top.
Yeah, you're thinking Rey Mysterio is going to win here. There's also some news and speculation going around that Rey Mysterio, his son Dominic is going to get involved at some point, and he's going to be passing off the mask to him. Kind of an interesting angle. So maybe he does win, maybe he doesn't, and Dominic has to avenge his father. There's a lot to it. Maybe Dominic joins sides with Samoa Joe. Anything's possible, but I picture him getting involved soon enough in the program. I think that Samoa Joe is going to retain here. I love him as a heel. He's had some great promos, and I'd like to see him continue his title reign. So,
just like the steel cage match, I think that this Raw Women's Championship match is going to be hopefully just as good. These are some of my favorite people. So, Becky Lynch and Charlotte Flair. I meant to say SmackDown, not Raw. I really like Becky Lynch, not so much Charlotte Flair, but I'm either way with these ones.
Yeah, you're kind of split as well. Push comes to shove. Who do you think's going to win?
Becky.
Yeah, you think Becky 2 belts? Just like Daddy. Jake 2 belts. Yeah, I keep going. A lot of people were trying to convince me otherwise, thinking Charlotte's going to win here, and it makes sense for a lot of reasons, but I'm sticking with my gut. I think Charlotte's going to lose, and Becky will retain here, and then Charlotte will get involved in the next match, and that's going to cost Becky the title. So the next match will be for the Raw Women's Championship, and we'll see Becky defending against Lacey Evans. I'm not sure how they're going to do this in the card, and I think that's also going to be a huge tell. If we see, Lacey come out first, then I don't obviously think she'll have a chance to win. But if Lacey's match comes on second or later on in the night, any event, I think that she'll be taking the belt for sure. Are you sticking with Becky for both, or?
Yeah, I'm sticking with Becky 2 belts for this one too.
All right. So, I mean, I don't quite know if they would, keep Becky with both belts. I can see them going with Lacey. I know she's, a lot of people say, oh, she's so fresh and new, but blondes have a habit of doing well with Money in the Bank and winning new belts. So, I mean, it's not that far-fetched. Next match, Danny?
This is for the WWE Championship, and it's Kevin Owens and Kofi Kingston. Kofi hasn't really had his belt for that long, so I feel like he's going to retain and have it just for a little while longer.
Yeah, as much as I want to see Kevin Owens be champion, it's hard to think that Kofi would drop the belt this soon. I mean, if they want to do something really shocking and surprising, they could here. They can have maybe Sami Zayn get involved, but with Sami Zayn being in the ladder match later on in the night, I think that Kofi has a really good chance of retaining here. So, next up, we have the Universal Championship. We have Seth Rollins taking on AJ Styles. Who do you think is going to win and why, Danny?
Again, here, I know I keep saying this for all of them. I don't really like AJ Styles, so I hope that Roman retains here. Or Seth retains here.
You're hoping for Seth. Yeah, you got Roman on the brain. Yeah, I kind of think that Seth's going to retain as well. It's hard to picture him again losing the belt this quickly, this being the first show after WrestleMania, and AJ just getting over to Raw. I picture them kind of keeping the feud going for a while, but then again, we've also heard that Baron Corbin might be facing Seth later on, so down the line, possibly at the next pay-per-view. So either way, I think Seth is going to retain, and from there, we'll probably see him and AJ continue to feud with each other. Then following that, we have the women's Money in the Bank ladder match, the first of 2 Money in the Bank ladder matches for the night. And just so everyone knows that Alexa Bliss was in the ladder match here on the Raw side, but now she's been taken out due to concussion once again, and we don't know how long she's been injured for, this time. News and speculation is that she's had this same concussion issue for a while. She got some random clearance, and Nikki Cross, obviously following in storylines, has replaced her on the Raw side of things. So if you want to read the participants, Danny.
Nikki Cross, Dana Brooke, Naomi, Natalia, Bayley, Carmella, Amber Moon, and Mandy Rose. These people, I have a strong feeling about Bayley coming out on top for this one.
Why do you think that Bayley's going to win?
I don't think that she's done something solo in a while, so I feel like this could be her chance.
Yeah, this gives a bit of, brevity to her character and gives her a chance to elevate herself as a solo act once again. It's been so focused on her being with Sasha for a long time that this is what I said on Out of Nowhere, actually. You didn't even hear my prediction, so I agree with you, or you agree with me. I think that Bayley's going to take it. My backup would be Mandy Rose. I can see them going with her on the SmackDown side as well. But no matter what, I think someone from SmackDown is going to get that briefcase. And then finally, we also have the men's Money in the Bank ladder match. So we have Sami Zayn replacing Braun Strowman, who apparently has a nagging injury that he's dealing with. So that's why they removed him from the match. He's still able to compete, but not at as high of a level. They don't want him taking big spots. At least that's what we're hearing from outlets. So if you want to go ahead and tell us who's competing.
So in this one is Baron Corbin, Sami Zayn, Drew McIntyre, Ricochet, Ali, Andrade, Finn Balor, and Randy Orton.
Who do you think is going to win this one for the men's Money in the Bank briefcase?
This one, I've grown to like Baron Corbin a lot, but if I had to choose a backup, that would probably be Randy Orton.
Yeah, I don't get you, that's for sure. You booed against Daniel Bryan when the Yes movement was in effect. You want Baron Corbin to win and Roman. I think the fan base is going to turn on you quick, Danny, here. I don't know. I'm going against you with that. I absolutely do not want to see Baron Corbin take the briefcase again. I mean, some people view it as redemption with him winning last time and not being able to cash in. But I think Drew McIntyre could do wonders with this. I think that this would elevate him immediately to that main event level that he deserves to be at. It'd give him a chance to, really be that meddlesome heel, constantly run out and toy with either Seth or whoever is the champion on that side. And plus, we don't know exactly how it goes. Are with the wild card now? Are they stuck? Being at the on their show and their respective brand. So, and any other comments, Danny, for this match?
I don't know. Now that I think about it more, I don't know. I'm pretty split between the two that I said.
Randy Orton.
Yeah, I'm kind of going more with Randy Orton because I haven't seen him on the Raw and SmackDown.
Yeah, with him being on SmackDown in the main event scene, I mean, he hasn't really done anything big in quite some time. I mean, we went from having him be the WWE champion to just kind of delivering RKOs, and that's been it. He's had a few storylines. He did the stuff with Jeff Hardy for a little bit, and that was, kind of the highlight for him. He's dipped in and out of feuds here and there, but him and AJ had a kind of blasé match at Mania that was kind of only memorable for people not being able to see it with the lights, and then from there, he hasn't done much. So really, all in all, I think this could be an excellent match. I mean, Ricochet and Andrade being involved, Finn Balor as well. They're obviously all known for their high spots. I think that there's going to be a lot of high impact moments. Sami Zayn as well. They're going to put their bodies on the line, and Ali as well being on there. He's another one that you can't count out. I'm sticking with Drew, but I think it is going to be a really excellent match. And all in all, there's quite a few matches that I am looking forward to. There's not really a match on here that I view truly as the bathroom break. For me, if I had to pick one match to really skip, it'd probably be Roman and Elias. So all in all, I think we have a really good card in front of us. It hasn't been the best build, but I think it'll be fun regardless. Now, if you are going to be at the show tomorrow, go ahead and tweet me. You can go ahead and hit me up on Twitter at CountdownEnded. Let me know. We're going to be bringing the Monetize This belt there with us, and we'll be going ahead and trying to get some pictures with people and meet up with as many people as possible. So go ahead and let me know if you're going to be there. And we'll also be joining Joe live on his review afterwards when the show is concluded. So we look forward to hopefully meeting some of you and people in person, and hope everybody has a good time. If you're watching the show from home, tweet along, and we will go ahead and we'll talk to you all soon. Everybody stay sexy, and thank you as always. If I